Okay, let's take it on over here, and hopefully Bob will be ready any second here. For X3 on the Sega Genesis. Who'd have thunk it would exist?
Alright, so this is Rockman X3 for the Sega Genesis. There may be many of you wondering, why is this the Genesis? This wasn't released on the Genesis. That is correct. This is a bootleg from Taiwan, and it is a spectacle. We're going to be starting with Blizzard Buffalo. You'll probably already be noticing some things that are off. One of the first things I want to explain is that if you wall jump and then grab a ladder immediately after, your controls will lock up and you'll plummet to whatever lies beneath, typically a pit of spikes. Another really unique mechanic of this game is that you can only really have one bullet on screen at a time. Either it's because the game doesn't want to accept your input, or if it's because the bullet you just shot will despawn. So, because of that, it's usually pretty important to keep a charge shot stored up for any enemy that can be killed in one hit. Which is pretty much those rocks, the ball guys with cannons on them. Another thing about this game is the screen transitions. They do nothing. They're only there because the real game did it. If you get hit during a screen transition, it just stops and the game just lets you continue as if it's completely normal. It exists for the sole purpose of wasting time. And here we're at Blizzard Buffalo. I'm attacking with a combination of uncharged lemons and half-charged lemons. Because bosses have no iframes. Next up is the intro stage, which is not played first because... So now we're going through here. Some enemies will just change color. This is the place where Zero normally shows up, but obviously that's a lot of work to program, so why do it at all? Wonder if how many people of you guys have noticed already that I'm playing as First Armor X. Oh yeah, say hi to Mac, everybody. Hi, Mac. And now we've returned to Blizzard Buffalo. Blizzard Buffalo's Revenge. We're going to equip... I forget what this weapon's called. Point is, all the special weapons just do a ton of damage for no reason. There's not really a weakness loop, really. Or at least I never bothered to check. And now we're on Volt Catfish's stage. Yeah, ice beats ice. I use the ice to destroy the ice. And now it's time to introduce another mechanic. You can literally do upward dashes as many times as you want. Volt Catfish's stage goes by pretty quickly. Also, I lied about this being Volt Catfish's stage. This is actually Tunnel Rhino's stage. I played you all for fools. Yep, so this game does not have Blast Hornist or Toxic Seahorse. Instead, Blizzard Buffalo and Tunnel Rhino are used twice. So then you might ask, where's Volt Catfish? You'll see soon enough. Right now, we're going after Gravity Beetle. I hope you're enjoying the music. It's got a whopping, like, 3 songs in the game. I also really love the the sprites used in the sky. It reminds me of a Mega Man Maker level that was made in a whole 5 minutes. Oh. That was, So, next we're gonna go after Gravity Beetle. This stage is fairly straightforward. Uh-oh. I have no idea what just happened there. Okay. So sometimes this game just does whatever it wants to. Like, if you get hit during an upward dash, you might as well just die because... Or just fall because you're gonna get stun-locked otherwise. Spark Mandrill sends his regards. At least we get to see this beautiful backdrop again. Alright, we did it this time. Normally in X3 there's an elevator here that'll slowly carry you up here. But, you know, as long as they added an infinite upward dash, why go through that trouble? That's a lot of work. And quite frankly, these poor Taiwanese developers have a lot more Mario games to make, so it's important to cut corners wherever possible. That being said, this is probably still the best Mega Man game to come out of Taiwan. No, would you be surprised if I said it drops more inputs? Now we're gonna go for Volt Catfish, and we go to Volt Catfish's stage. This looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Except this time we have different enemies, and Blizzard Buffalo's theme is playing. One prop I will give this game that X3 doesn't have is that by holding the dash button, it automatically inputs a dash right after your previous one is done, instead of having to rhythmically press the dash button. It makes things a lot easier on my thumbs. It's almost more like a run button. Go right next to X7. You know, if we do another one of these marathons, I will play X7. You can hold me to that. We will be using Gravity Well here, and it's important you don't miss, because of all the things they remembered to program, it was that the Gravity Well stays completely still after you shoot it. Meaning that you're pretty much just completely stuck until it goes away. Unless you, like, switch to Buster. It's just a big mess all around. So, we're on Crush Crawfish stage. Got some Lovely graphical corruption happening there. For those of you who missed the Mega Man 1 run, there's no section for blowing up this generator. You just automatically walk through the wall into the vertical section. And that's Crushed Crawfish. We've only got 2 levels left. We're going after Tunnel Rhino, and this time it's actually on Tunnel Rhino stage. This stage is very prone to eating your inputs to drop you into spikes whenever possible, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Also, this stage can just crash. Ooh, just to show you that it's there, this game does actually have heart tanks, and they do work. I'm pretty sure they still respawn even if you go back to them, meaning you can get as many as you want. I don't even know why you need them, because everything in the game only does 1 damage. See, that's a complaint I hear about X3, is that everything does way too much damage early game. So, why not fix that problem by making everything do no damage? This game truly is the monkey's paw of Mega Man X3 complaints. Your eyes hurt? Why? This is just like the original game. Ah! That's the part I was worried about. Alright, we'll come back to that after Wild Tiger. So what happened there was that I hit a screen transition while I was trying to jump over a pit of spikes, and then the screen transition just decided to cancel my jump and send me crashing down. Also, these borders on the screen are just part of the game. I've had it happen in my last attempted run that the trees just corrupt in this section of the level, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why. Pretty much everything else in this game breaks consistently, so I'm not sure why that's an exception. There's something going on here. Alright, now we've reached Wild Neon Tiger. Another thing you might have noticed is that this game takes a page from the book of Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy, and where your weapons don't recharge between levels. Alright, so we're gonna have to come back here to Tunnel Rhino and see if we can actually finish it this time. It's good to see we got some more rated. Alright. Oh no! That's unfortunate. So, the game crashed. So I'll ask you guys this. Do you want me to try again, or do you think that should be the end of it? You guys think that's GG's? Alright, fair enough. Yeah, alright, let's GG this. You've pretty much seen all there is to see. Actually, I think that's the most fitting way this run can end. Alright, well, thank you for having me today. This was a new and fun experience for me. I'm gonna pass it back over to Kame, if that's how it's pronounced. And, I hope you all have a good night.
That is indeed how it's pronounced. Thank you very much, Bob, for showcasing Mega Man 1 Corrupted Glitchless and then Mega Man X3 for Sega Genesis. It's a travesty that probably shouldn't exist, but at the same time, I'm really happy that it does. You know, every now and then our eyeballs deserve a nice little weird curse like that. Something that'll make you go, why does this exist? You know why it exists? You know how there's those positive posts people put out and they call it eye bleach? It would be worthless without things like this. So I'm personally thankful for it. But at any rate, next up, we're going to have Jacob Does a Thing playing Mega Man 8 any % with crowd control enabled. So for those of you with your bits ready to go, those bits will go directly to the Tiltify campaign for Zero Cancer. And you can send all kinds of positive or negative effects to Jacob during their run. Just be very careful. Don't send anything until Jacob is in a stage. That is something I can't stress enough with crowd control. If the runner's not in a stage at the time, your effect might be wasted, and there is no way to provide refunds. It is not actually possible. So please be careful about your timing. However, with that said, we're going to start setting it up. Hang tight, folks.